Hello, welcome to episode 382. We're going to be making a rotating block display laser beam this time. So we have to do it a little bit differently. Can't use the raycast, so we're doing a different technique. But here we have our block display, and we can sneak past it as long as we don't touch it. But on the other hand, if we do get close to it, oh, there we go, that time it got us. So what we're doing, if we can have a look, we are just teleporting markers around so they stick with the block display, because we can't detect the block display hitbox because it's just a little dot. Okay, this one was again a question by Yushiko. I'm in version 1.21. Let's not waffle, let's just get on and build it now. Okay, right, first thing I'm going to build is a door, because we'll put it in a door frame as well. Okay, so let's make our 3 wide door again. There we go. Okay, and let's get the coordinates of the center block. Fill, tab. Okay. I think we only need to, well, we'll need to summon a block display and some markers. So we'll do create. And put it button there. And we will summon a block display at those coordinates. We have some tags, tag everything. What should we have? Let's say, what would we, laser? Yeah. Okay. And then just transformation. Information. Transformation. Information. There we go. And we'll do the old left rotation. And that will have 0F, 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 1F. I do sometimes think about just having this stored in a little clipboard box, and then we could just cut and paste it. But then I realised that if it was your first time watching a tutorial, you'd be like, oh, what did you just copy and paste in there? Right, rotation. Okay, so we've got the defaults. Let's get rid of that space. Now I'll do the scale, and I'll do the translation. Okay, scale. So we had it quite long on the X, didn't we? We had 3F. And then 0.2 F and 0.2 F. Now we want to center that on the X and the Z, and at the moment it will be on the floor, so we're going to need to lift it up on the Y as well. So let's center it on the X. Well, we've got a scale of 3 on the X, so half of that is 1.5, so minus 1.5 F. And on the Y we want to lift it up by half a block, and we want to center it on the Z as well. So half of 0.2, 0.1 F. Okay, let's try that, see what we get. Absolutely nothing, because we haven't told it what block. So it is there. I bet if we do F3B, yeah, look, we can see it, it is there. Okay, so that's a good start. Let's do a remove. And we'll pop on the top there. Kill any entity whose tag equals laser. Right, let's give it a block state. So, after the transformation information, block state will require a name, and I'm going to use Minecraft red stained glass. Okay, there it is. Cool. Okay, so the right height, yeah, looks good. Right, get rid of that. Now let's summon some markers as well. I think we can execute as the block display here, so let's do execute as. In fact, we don't need as, we'll just do at. We only need its location. Type equals block display. We don't have to be too performant with this, because this is only going to be run once while we're setting it up. Tag equals laser. Run summon a marker at those coordinates. In fact, we're going to change that slightly because we'll lift it up 0.5. Okay. And let's give it some tags. Tags. I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3 tags. It's going to be part of the laser. It's going to be one of the detecting parts, so we'll call it laser ray, and we'll call it ray 1. Okay, that seems all right. Done. Let's make ourselves a little detector so we can see everything. Show entities. And we will execute as any entity. This is just temporary, so we'll just put tag. Tag equals laser ray. And we don't need to as, we'll just do at run particle dust open and close. It has a color which we need square brackets for, and it has a scale which we'll put as 1. Now it needs RGB. We'll have it green. Okay, and we'll do it at those coordinates. 0.1 size on the X, Y, and Z. No speed, particle count of 1. Done. Turn that on. Okay, so we've got one little array there. Now we need one there, and we want one there. So let's get rid of that. And we'll just copy this. Control middle mouse. Put another one down. Well, it's going to be ray 2 this time. Ray 2. And I'm going to change it where we summon it. We're going to use relative coordinates. Bump, bump, bump. And we do still want to go up by 0.5. And I'll go... Well, let's go 1 to its left. Is that to its... So this one here, the last one is forwards and backwards, so this one must be left and right. So let's do that. Okay. Now, the block display, we can see the block display is looking that way. And we have done a relative coordinate to its left. If the block display was looking in that direction, we would have had to take that one from there and do one in front instead. But we want it there because block display is looking there and we want it to go relative to the left. Okay, so we've got 2. Let's get a third one. And this is going to be pretty easy. We'll just control middle mouse that, paste it in, change this to ray 3, and I'll change this to a minus. I think that should be all right. Done. Let's remove what we've got. So now we've got 3. Okay, so we can't do a raycast from a set point because as it spins, the raycast would lag behind. So that's not going to work. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to keep teleporting these so they actually line up with our block display as it turns. Okay, let's do some sort of controller. I don't think it really matters what we do first. Let's do the damage first. So let's execute at any entity whose tag equals laser ray, so that's going to be ray 1, ray 2, and ray 3, as any player whose distance equals less than 0.8, run damage that player for 1 heart, generic damage. Done. Let's turn that on. Let's get into survival. We've got some hearts, cool. So, oh, yeah, that one seems to work. If one works, they're all going to work. There we go. Okay. Now we need the whole thing to spin. So let's spin it as well. So we can do that. Execute as any entity. Type equals block display. Tag equals laser. At yourself, because we don't want to execute at the command block. And then we will run TP yourself to your same coordinates, but let's do about 4. Done. Okay, that's good. Now we've got the block display rotating. Now we just need these. We don't need to rotate this one because it's in the center, so that one's fine. We just need to do these 2 on the edge. So we have this one as ray 1. So ray 1 was positive. Okay, positive on the first relative coordinate. So let's do execute as any entity, type equals marker, tag equals ray1. Actually, no. First we'll execute at the laser, the center of the block display. So we'll do type equals block display, tag equals laser. So we're executing at that, which will be the center point. We don't need to execute as the block display. No, just at should be fine. Okay, and then we will run TP any entity whose type equals marker, tag equals ray1. Well, ray1 was the one in the middle, wasn't it? Let's check our numbers. Ray1 is in the middle. Okay, so we want ray2. Ray2, and we'll teleport it to... Now let's see if this works. We might have to do as the block display, but let's do 0.5. No, that seems to be going around all right. Okay, one of them's going around. Okay, let's just copy this block then. Control middle mouse that. Create another one, and we will say ray3, and that one was minus. So now our markers are going around with the block display. Let's turn that off, and let's do F3B. So I should be able to sneak past. Yeah, I can definitely sneak past, but if I stay here, nothing's going to happen because I'm being creative. I'm so silly. Right, can we sneak past? Oh, imagine this on a parkour map. Oh, that'd be horrible. You had a block there you had to jump on. Oh, it'd be awful. Okay, so we can sneak past. Oh, but if it touches us, it does hurt us. So going that way is going to be quite hard. Oh, we can just make it. There we go. Obviously, if you wanted this longer, you're going to have more markers. And here, if we had two of these, this isn't going to work because, well, we've just specified here. Oh, I can't look in it when I'm in normal mode. We've specified here any block display tag equals laser. So this is only going to run one at the moment. But that is, I'm going to turn that off again. That is how we can get away with having a rotating block display, because as far as the game's concerned, the block display is just a point there. So we're having the markers go around with it. And if we get too close, if we're in the right mode, we will get hurt. But if we're not too close, we can sneak past. Okay, job done. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.